got 30 minutes if you wanna spill your mind. Give me all your reasons to why I should take my time. Used to have forever, but you never cared that much.
It is your girl Kristyn and welcome back to my channel. So I'm kind of crusty right now. I just got up. I'm about to get in the shower and get ready for my day. But I just wanted to open this video and say welcome to another day in the life of a project manager. This is a real day. So we're gonna just get into it. I need to get myself together though, get my hair back together, get my face together, all that good stuff, and get into this work day. So I want to update you real quick. I'm taking a quick break from the morning, but I definitely wanted to tell you a little bit about what I'm working on and just what is going on right now in my job. Like, oh my gosh, I've been so busy. I have 2 projects right now. They're very big projects and it's a heavy lift for sure. We've been working on the project plan. We're actually in like the 2nd phase of the project, and I basically am building out the requirements and the project plan for that. You may be asking yourself, what are requirements? Requirements are pretty much like exactly what you know you need to have for the plan, and then you build out your project plan to be able to meet the requirements that you say you have to have. So I hope that makes sense without going into too much detail, but that's what I've been focused on. Building the project plan is a lot of work though, so I have work streams that do the work for this project, and I think there's like 5 work streams, and each work stream has a lead. The work stream lead, I work with them to get the details of what it is that they have to deliver to make this project be complete. I have to have them basically what we call do a work breakdown. So a work breakdown is when you take their deliverable and you break it down into smaller buckets, and then that helps you to get to task level, to be able to say for every single task, who's the owner, how long is it gonna take, what is it called, and you build that out. You put in what's called interdependencies, tying things together, predecessors, it's basically saying which piece goes first. And we've been building all that stuff out, and it's a lot of work. Like, it's very tedious. You have to get everybody's agreement, but at the same time, it's so helpful when you do it this way. So that way you have a very clear path as to how you're gonna get the project done, okay? I get a lot of questions too, asking me what software I use in my job to manage my projects, and I am currently using Smartsheet. I love Smartsheet. It's very easy, it's very fluid. It is not able to do everything, but at the same time, it's really, really nice. Like, I like it a lot. I find it very easy to use, and I also find it easy to bring people in so that they can update their part of the project plan, and then I'm able to see the whole project plan within it. You do have to have a license. I don't know how much the license costs, unfortunately. I was just given the license, but I don't know the pricing or any of that. But my organization did pay for it for me so that I could have it to do my job. So that is what I use. I do love it a lot. I like it a lot better than Microsoft Project. Like, I can't stand Project. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand Microsoft Project. Like, I just feel like it's not fluid. It feels very rigid to me. But you know, if that's what you gotta use, that's what you gotta use. So I've used it in my career. I'm just not a huge fan of it if I can get away with it. That's my biggest focus. I also do things like track open items, where I collect open items that happen in meetings and different things that are assigned, whether it comes from email or if it was in a meeting. I write it down, I get the owner, I make sure I get the date, I make sure I get just anything that I need for that, and then I track updates, notes, status, etc. And then I close those items out as well. So there's a lot of little things that you kind of have to do. when doing the project. So that is pretty much like what I've been focused on as of recent. And I would say like the other thing just to spike out is like when you're managing your projects, you also have to keep track of like what phase of the project you're in. So I've gone through the initiation phase and we're in execution right now. And this is basically where we're trying to get everything done. You know what I mean? Like we're executing to the plan that we have. And this is where you get those feet to the ground, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of work. But from a PM perspective, I love the execution phase because a lot of the heavy lifting that I have to do is taken away and we get to focus on, you know, getting things done and me hounding everybody for the things they have to do for me. So it just kind of switches up a little bit. I will say right now I feel very overwhelmed. Like it's pretty crazy. I get up very early. A lot of my team is out of the country, so I get up early so I can work with them before they leave for the day. And it can be a lot because once lunch hits, it's a wrap. Like that's it. I don't get to talk to them. I don't have access to them, and it could just be very, very difficult. So I make sure I get up early so I can handle my business. Okay. The dog is playing with the other dog or trying to get her to play. So if y'all hear growling, that's what's going on right now. But yeah, that's kind of, you know, what I've been focused on right now. I'm about to finish up some work though and read a few of these emails that I see just came through, take my lunch, and then we'll catch up a little bit later. But I did want to give you guys that download and answer some of the questions that I've received lately. You want to go for a ride in the car? Okay, so we're running real quick to get a drink. I think it's about to thunderstorm, but I have the dogs with me. You may be able to hear Jace with his grunting that he does. But we're gonna do a quick Starbucks run. Maybe they can get a pup cup, we'll see. I really missed that my last company had a Starbucks inside the building. It was so convenient. Like anytime I wanted a coffee or iced mocha, I could run right downstairs and get me one. But the catch-22 of that is you gain a lot of weight and you spend a lot of money. So we do have one pretty close to us, but at the same time, you know, I don't really get over there too much. But I said I'm gonna do it today. Give me a coffee as a treat because I've been very good, and you know what I'm saying. We're gonna take full advantage. Today is the Fed day, so we get a Fed announcement. Jerome Powell is gonna make a decision on the Fed rates and if he's gonna be raising the rates. So I'm really interested to see what he's going to decide, if they're gonna do another 0.25 or if he's going to leave the rates where they are. Honestly, I kind of hope that he leaves them where they are, but then there's a part of me that's like, dump the market, just dump it. Dump it so I can buy back in all my levels because I'm out of most everything, even though I probably should have waited for confirmation, but it's all good. So I'm out. Definitely want to buy back though, and I do think that we're gonna get another drop pretty soon here, but we'll see. It hasn't happened, but I did really good. I was very proud of myself, and I'm just trying to be patient so I can get back in at some good levels. And I feel like stuff is just too high. I'm not buying nothing near no all-time high. I'm straight. Like it will come back, and I'm gonna take advantage when that happens. So we'll see what Mr. Powell says here too, and hopefully he holds things where they are, because I just feel like, man, another rate hike, that's gonna be crazy. Like, can we really take it? Can the economy really withstand another rate hike? That just seems so crazy to me. I also had a recommendation to make a video for you guys. So the video idea was to talk more about how to get the best salary when you are going through the interview process and just making sure that that job offer comes correct, you know what I mean? And I have a lot of tips. Like I was actually giving a bunch of tips to my girlfriends over dinner the other night, and they were like, you need to put this in a video. They're like, this is so good. There's so many things that they had no clue about. And I think I'm gonna put that video together for you guys if you're interested. I was kind of thinking like my day in the life videos, I could incorporate topics that I feel like would be relevant to those of you who do work in corporate, whether or not you're a project manager, doesn't matter. You know, you may still find these topics to be very applicable to you in your life. So if you think that'd be a good fit, because I do want to get into a regular cadence of doing these videos. Like I love doing them. I love talking about my career and that side of my life. I show so much of the fun side of my life and just what's going on with me and my husband, but I don't show as much of the business corporate side. So if y'all want to see like day in the life, but also incorporate a topic like that, we can make that happen. And that might just be like something I do on a weekly basis, or if it's not even on a weekly basis, maybe we do it on like every other week. We're gonna figure out, you know, what's gonna work. Can y'all see Jace? Here, there you go. Look at him looking like, oh, He seems like he's not mad. So we're gonna get this man a pup cup. We're gonna get Lola a pup cup and get back home safely. He looks so cute. Aw, y'all can see my poo-poo baby. Look at his little head. Uh-oh, here she comes. She like, nah, girl, you am not. No, you gotta sit down, girl. There's a lot going on. So let me go ahead and get to the Starbucks. These dogs, like, oh my gosh. But you know what I will say? Having dogs and going through COVID and like working from home is so nice. They bring so much joy to my day. I like absolutely love it. I feel like I want another one, but going through Jason, this puppy stage, was a nightmare. So I don't know y'all if I can go through that again.
I'll be right there in a moment.
Thank you. Lola cries whenever we get to a drive-thru. Why are you crying, Lola? Girl, this is where food comes. It's not the vet. She's panicking. Hi, Jace. Hi. You want pup cup? You guys want pup cup?
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you?
Hi. Can I get an iced white chocolate mocha?
And iced white chocolate mocha, alrighty.
Can I have that as a tall?
A tall, okay.
Or you know what, if you do it as a grande, can I just have one shot of espresso?
Yeah, we can do that.
And can I have an extra pump of syrup?
Alrighty, we can do that.
And then that'll be all.
Alrighty, your total is $6.21.
Thank you.
No problem.
I got more sugar and less coffee. We doing a Peloton today, Jace? Hi.
Your total is $6.21.
Oh.
Pup cup?
Please.
Yes.
They would
wait,
love...
is that a Starbucks?
Thank you.
I'll be right there in a moment.
Chill out. She's nice. She's giving out coffee.
Just doing my best.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
You want some pup cup? Pup cup. Oh, y'all like that, huh?
But that's all I know about him.
Hello. It is getting late in the day. Let me move this little stick a little bit. So it's getting late in the day. It's probably about 8 o'clock. I just got done off of a Zoom with some people who also trade in the stock market. We were basically doing like a study session to study the charts and some new things that everybody is learning. So it was a lot of fun, but I'm tired. I'm so exhausted right now. I actually was doing some work up until 6 and then got on the Zoom at 6:15. So as of right now, I am totally exhausted. My dogs are having their dinner for the evening. It's kind of late, but what we found with them is if we feed them too early, like I used to feed them at 6 and then we do that and then they'd be asking for food again at 11. So I'm trying to feed them now like about 8 o'clock so that way they can make it through the night. Yes, Lola. Without begging for more food. Lola loves to eat and she loves this new dog food, so she's always like, yes, give me more, which is kind of hilarious. But overall, today was a pretty good day. I had some meetings where we had to respond to some short last minute requests, which are never fun. I have to admit, like I always, whenever I get a last minute request, it just gives me anxiety because I want to make sure I can answer the questions. And sometimes you feel like whatever you're being asked to answer, you just aren't 100% sure and you don't have the time to figure it out, which gives me just anxiety and pressure because I never want to do anything and it not be right or perfect. So those last minute requests are for the birds, I have to say, but we had to get it done. So I finished that a little bit after 6 and was ready for the live. So I'm tired though. My brain feels like it's exhausted. Oh my gosh, like just everything. It's just so much sometimes, but it's all good. Like that's what you make the big bucks for, right? Like, man. So anyways, I'm about to, I think, figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. I have no clue, and I was gonna try to cook, but it's now absolutely too late. So Brian, this poor man, is gonna have to eat something that I'm gonna need to go get or pick up or, you know, figure out. He's so sweet though, like knowing him, he'll be like, I can do leftovers, but I'm not really a leftovers girl. I ended up having leftovers for lunch, but I don't know, I'm not a leftovers girl. I'm not a huge fan of it. So I think I need to figure something out. Maybe we'll do salads because Brian likes salads. So maybe I'll order like some really good salads or something. That actually sounds like not a bad idea. So let's figure out some salads for us real quick. I'm sorry, we have to go get food, buddy. You'll be okay for a few minutes. Hey y'all, okay, so it's Friday and I wanted to catch up with you really quickly to leave you guys with some food for thought. For those of you especially who want to be project managers and you've been watching my content trying to get some inspiration, I wanted to just kind of give you a little bit of foresight into taking the test and what you should be thinking about and if it really is as hard as everyone says that it is. I think in my opinion, the test is definitely something that is hard, okay? It's not an easy test, but if you prepare yourself, you can do really well at it and hopefully pass it on the first try, unlike me. I had to take the test twice and it was honestly because I didn't take it as seriously as I should have that first attempt. But to prepare for the test, if I was going to go after this all over again, starting from scratch, I would say get the book. So whatever book is applicable for the current version of the test, get the book, okay? Go ahead and get the book, spend the money, make sure you have it. And then secondly, if you can sign up for some kind of a prep course, I would say take advantage and do that because it's going to make it as easy as possible because they're gonna focus the coursework on what is going to be on the test. So that's gonna help you, but obviously there's an investment to do that. So you gotta kind of weigh the pros and the cons and if that investment is going to be worth it for you. I would say it'd be worth it because it's going to help you in your career and you're going to make more money if you do have this. If you're going to try to get a job that takes the PM certification seriously, then it's going to be worth the money because you're going to get your money back in ROI. But you know what I'm saying? If it's not something that you're for sure you really want to do, or if you're not sure if it's going to give you that value added back to your salary, then I would say see first if your company would pay for some kind of a prep, and if they won't pay for it, then you can figure this thing out on your own. See if you can talk to people who've taken the course. I'm sure you probably can get your hands on some study guides, some study sheets, things of that nature. And if you guys want me to prepare like a study video, I can try to do that and share with you the things that I focused on for the test. But I'm gonna have to go way back in my brain to pull from that time because it's been quite some time for me. So it's been a while, but if you guys really wanted something like that, I could prepare it for you. So I would say if I was going to approach the exam, that is what I'd be thinking about. It is one of those tests where you answer the questions and you really kind of, you have to just pull from your memory. So there is memorization, there are some calculations you have to do and just things you really have to understand, like what goes in front and what you do first and second and third, etc. So it's one of those kind of tests. It's not the hardest exam I've ever taken for sure, but it definitely is one where you do need to get the information that's in that book to be able to do it and be effective. So that's my 2 cents and I'm sticking with it. I hope this is helpful perspective for sure. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. I definitely will do more of these and we can have topics in each of them like I mentioned before if you feel like that would make it interesting for you to just kind of learn a little bit more about project management as we go and things that I have learned from my experience and my perspective. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. You are the real MVP as always. Appreciate you guys. I love y'all. And if you do want to keep up with me, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as please give your girl a like. But I gotta go, you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. You are the real MVP. And with that, I will see you in my next upload. Bye-bye.